Hello. Tonight we're taking another member's question. This member is Abby from India, and she writes, I get all freaked out when a lizard gets in my house. It consumes me, and I just can't stand it until I get that lizard out of the house. Okay, so let's talk about that question. That's a pretty good question for a video too. Our job is to adjust our thinking to soothe ourselves. Maybe you were frightened by some animal, lizard, snake, whatever, when you were younger, but it doesn't matter because we're in the present now. And so when anything comes up in the present, that means it comes up for you to be able to deal with it because you're now able to deal with it. So number one, the decision, your subject or your alignment. You want to say to yourself, Abby, you choose right now in this red hot moment. Think about the subject or be aligned. Your choice, you choose. Number two, you've got to find a statement that feels a little bit better. Maybe that lizard is not that much bigger than a couple of my fingers, or certainly smaller than my arm. If it came at me, I'm more powerful. And whatever statement like that feels a little bit better. You can say, lizards are my own natural insect control in my house because they eat the smaller insects. What happens is you're being distracted and frustrated by smaller things. You're being flustered by them. So this comes from a need for perfection, to make everything go exactly right. So you have to let up on yourself on the perfectionist stuff. We're not here to be perfect. That's something we got trained into. Just say I'm perfectly perfect and I'm good with that. So any insects, ants, roaches, mosquitoes, any insect, and these are smaller than the lizards, they come from small situations that irritate you. And those small situations are situations you're not addressing. Life is so often about the small things. But these small things are symptomatic of larger things. Logically, it makes no sense that as big as you are as an adult, and the fact that you could squash a lizard with your shoe if you chose to, if you could be as fast as it is. So the mirror reflection is, why are you letting smaller things irritate you? The mirror reflection is, you're being irritated by smaller things. So the work is to become non-reactive. Not pushing back against the lizard, and to be easier on yourself about your performance in general, and noticing that everything seems to be going wrong. Tell yourself, nothing ever goes wrong. There's nothing broken. Everything works for my good and never to my detriment. And so you adjust your thinking. It's never about lizards. Never. It's always about you. And I want to put a little note here. I got a message from Abby after she sent me this, which has now been a couple of weeks, that she killed a small lizard. And so she's made a step forward into not being freaked out. So when small things bother you, like ants, mosquitoes, even lizards, look to see what else is bothering you. That's it for today. Have a great week. Go forth and prosper.